to Biz Chicks TV. We're here to help you take the hassle out of your hustle so you can build a profitable business that's fun to run. Here are your hosts.
Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Terralina from Biz Chicks, and I'm here with my co-host today, Coach Caren Fern, all the way from Toronto, Canada. We have been talking about one of her favorite subjects, planning. I think this is so critical because so many times we fail to plan. You know what I'm saying? God has planned for you, but He will not plan for you. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to turn it over to Coach because we had such a great conversation last week talking about the vision and living our life, planning it out. I'm just going to turn it over to you because I'm not the one. I'm going to let you elaborate on this subject. You want to, just bring us up to speed here, Coach?
So last week we covered planning a better life for you, because when you understand what you want, what your needs are, whether you're starting a business or you're reactivating the one you have or just updating the business, you want to do the same for yourself first. And when you get yourself in that frame of mind where you're looking after you, whoever you are, look after you, and then look after the business, because the business is going to benefit because you've been looked after.
Oh, I love that.
If you leave yourself behind, you're going to always wonder and always tire because you're not looking after yourself. It's so important. Don't throw this away. Don't leave this behind. This is important. Okay. Get yourself looked after. Find whatever you need and do it. So last week we talked about the vision. We talked about, your adventure and just how you feel, and just get into regulation on that. Figure that out and do it, because it's going to benefit you so much. This week we're talking about the planning for the business. And usually when we're talking business planning, I carry through a whole series. So this week, we're just going to top the base of what you should. And then next month, in November, we're going to dive into like 4-week spread where we're tackling something each week, because I really want you to understand how great it is. Whether it's on paper, if it's in your head, it's going nowhere. You're going to forget things. You're not going to get them done. I have myself set up with everything, but still I have a daily list going. A daily to-do list, a daily as I do list. You can have a to-do list or an as I do list. So as you do it, you write it down. You will surprise yourself at how many things you accomplish for the day, how many things you can get done. I cook and prep all my food for the rest of the week on Wednesdays. So I get up Wednesday mornings, even when my granddaughter is visiting and I am making her lunch and what have you, and I get a set of my stuff set up. So after work, I could go and finish up. I'm a stickler, sticking to what I do, and it works well. If I fall off sometimes, it's great, but I maintain it, so I plan it out. A friend was talking about it the other day. Said, yes, plan your meals. Plan for a whole month of meals, because you know what you need to do. And when you plan for that month, you might change things a little bit, but the structure is there already. And now that I done talk about us, business is no different. If you're now starting and you haven't registered your business yet, don't fret about it. Maybe you haven't validated the idea yet. So get the idea validated and write it down. I need to validate my idea. I need to register my business. I need to open a business bank account. And here are the days of the week I want to work, and here are the hours I want to work. That's like the baseline. Sometimes people forget this simple little potion. If you got a full-time job and you want to work 3 days a week, then that's it. Add a day as you can. Don't run into, I'm going to work 5 days a week and go to work 5 days a week. You're going to burn 2 to 3 days a week, so many hours a day. So that's like the basic that you can go at, no matter what business is it. I don't care what you're selling. If you're scooping dog poop, you still need to understand what you need to do. But this is sensible. Now, so now that you have established that, what kind of business is it you want to have? And if you have a business, but you need to pivot, where are that pivot in moment happening? And I want to write all this stuff out. I had a friend who used to dog sit, and she used to sell dog clothes, and she used to go rescue dogs. And she's all over the place. She's like, I want to do this. I'm like, okay, you can do all three. People tell you can do it. I'm telling you can. But here's what you got to do. If you want to be a dog rescuer and leave this Canada or wherever and go to, those times she used to go to Mexico to help dogs. I was like, you're going to have to travel once or 4 times a year. You can't want to go and you got no money to go. So stop that. Put on your calendar once a year. I'm going to go with a rescue team. I can't fly out 4 times a year because it's not in my financial arena at the moment. This could happen later, but right now you can't do it. Your job is to house sit the dogs and look after them, because that's bringing you the first set of money and that's paying for your condo. Secondary income is the dog clothes that you sell. She doesn't make them, but she buy them and resell them. Nothing is wrong with that. That's what you do. Don't let anybody talk you out of it. When the people bring their dog, you get to tell them about the dog clothes and you open a doggy clothes shop. Streams of income. Your third job is your life. Don't go crazy. You got to have a life outside of this. And so that's your third job. When those things are set up, now let's talk about you traveling to Mexico. And she said, kind of really want to go next month. I'm like, you can't go. You have no money. We're not arguing about this. You came to me for numbers. So we talking numbers. When do you want to go? Really want to go? Okay, we figured out she can do it in 4 months, not that month. We can do it in 4 months. All bills will be able to be paid. She can go and spend 2 weeks, come back and still be okay and on budget. She have enough dogs in. When she goes away for 2 weeks, somebody will do the dogs for her and she will pay them half. I said, I don't care what nobody tell you. You paying the person half, 50%. If you give them anything less, they wouldn't do a good job. And you're going to lose clientele. So you're taking this 4 months to establish that when you are traveling, your dogs will be with Mary, let's say. And Mary will either come to your home or the dogs will go to Mary's home. And Mary won't take in any extra dogs other than the regular dogs, because Mary can't manage what you might be able to manage well. And Mary gets 50% of what you bring in. Why? When you come back, you got money. You didn't lose your clientele. 2, Mary is cleaning up and looking after your place because we settle on her place. Why are we arguing about 20 to 30% or 40% for Mary? Mary's getting 50%, period.
You know what? This is excellent advice, because I know a young lady, she had a child care provider, and the child care provider went on vacation. She had to pay her to hold the spot, and then she had to find her own substitute child care and pay them. So it was costing her to send the child care provider on vacation.
That shouldn't be.
No, and not only that, what you're saying to your customer is, I'm not dependable. You got to find your own resources. Well, while I'm out here finding my resources, I might just switch.
Exactly. It's terrible. And I'm not going to use her real name, so I'm going to call her Doreen. Doreen didn't lose any client because she told them in advance, 2 months in advance, and everybody get used to seeing Mary popping by every now and then. And Mary was happy that she's going to make 50%. Mary even become the girl that when she needs something that she would pop in and do it because she was compensated well. And nobody didn't have to lose a beat. Nobody didn't have to spend extra money. Dogs didn't have to go anywhere, because a lot of dogs, I'm not a pet lover, but I do notice about it. A lot of dogs, when they get used to who is sitting them, it's hard when they go somewhere else. It's especially dogs who have their own difficulties that they're dealing with. So the pet owners are happy when the dogs are happy when they're at work. And she had a stream. They always refer people. Sometimes she got to turn away people. She was always full. I'm like, you do not want to stop this stream of income because you're going to rescue 2 dogs. And I'm not telling you shouldn't rescue 2 dogs. I'm telling you this is what you cannot do money-wise, but you can do anything as a person. I said, and 2, one of the things we'll be able to do is when other people are going and you can go, you can help support financially because you're doing what you can do. And she told me, she said, Caren, I went home and cried because I was mad with you, but glad for you because I didn't have to be arguing with myself anymore about what could I do, but now I've got goals. I'm like, you go to the rescue once and you have the dogs. The next vacation you take is for you. No rescue, just you go and take vacation, because I don't care how you love dogs, how you love your husband, whoever you love, You need some you time to go away. And when Mary's compensated well, she will do it well. And then once you establish that with Mary, your next goal is to get another person, because we always have to think ahead. That's why I tell clients all the time, it's not like you can't have a solo business. I have solo businesses, but you have to have system in place and you need people. I am loving Al and I love all that I could do, but you do need people. People set on this earth because we need each other. Find people that can help you do certain things, especially the sensitive kind. When we owned the daycare, I had my partner lost her grandma horridly. Was murder and it was terrible. And so we didn't have time to plan and do anything, but she just had to go because she can't, what can I do? I said, you got to go. But the good thing about me is I live good with people, period. So all the parents, everybody was like, how can we help? I'm like, you guys got jobs. But let me tell you, those people come in and they help like nobody's business. But that's because we've built up such good
rapport,
camaraderie with them. And also they had another daycare in the area. And I remember when I first tell her we talked to one of the daycare teachers. She goes, aren't they our competition? I said, only if you think they are. I'm like, those girls are going to be our people. We don't know if they would need us or we would need them. And when this happened, she was like, I am so thankful you made me seem there wasn't competition, because we had school kids that we used to pick up. One of us would pick up and what have you. And those ladies were like, we got you. We're going to bring the kids and drop them off. No problem. Because if we ever need this, we hope you'll be there for us. And that's what we did with the daycare. So, a daycare teacher would come over and help me because she wasn't there, and she'd help me do this and that. And then she'd go back over. It worked out. We became so close. It wouldn't be, it was two separate daycares. One was, I think, subsidized by the government, and us is just a private daycare. But we lived good. We lived good with the people. And so when that happened, we had backup. We had parents that come a little later. Could I pick up earlier? We had people who was just ready to go. And when she was away, I gained 2 more babies while she was away. Although I tell them, my partner's not here. It will be just me alone. They're like, we trust you. We heard great things about you, Caren. And we don't want our kid to go nowhere else. I will come. The old grandma came and sit with me and the baby. I was like, but you're paying. She's like, we hear you're good people. And she would just come see me half a day, wash the dishes, do anything that she can help me with. But she'll just show up. Parents will just show up to help. When you're good with people. People like when you're good with them, and you also benefit from just being kind.
Yes.
Just being kind. Don't let business ruin you. People say business ruined me, and no. You can still be kind to people. Charge what you're going to charge. Be very fair and upfront, and people will still help you. People will still help you. People are always amazed. People will help you. Other business people will help you. They know it comes around. So now we talk about planning the business. So we talk about you understanding and validating the idea and all that sort of stuff that you need to do. And why? So that you can know you got customers, so that you can sell it, so that you can have things ready to go. This stuff takes time, guys. And so many people will say, we can do this in this time. And it's true. But you'll be so harassed in yourself, mind, body, and spirit, that it's going to just crumble. So I want you to take this time. All in November, plan what you want to do. Plan what you're going to do. Like I started my YouTube channel, but a lot of planning went into it. And I'm still working on some other things that I want to see. Okay. Get that organized and get that done. Okay, guys. Now you set that up. You know what you want. That's the big plan. And then you break it down quarterly. What you want to feel emotionally. That means your wins and stuff. What you want to feel financially. What you want to gain financially, emotionally. How you want to interact with people. All this is part of your planning. And you get to, when you plan it out, you get to check in with yourself to see if it's happening and how you can adjust or make it work for you. And if it's not working, what else could happen? Like, do you need to go out more? Do you need to meet more people? Find out. And you only find out by finding out.
All righty. There you go. You don't know what you don't know.
And then find out how you want your business to be run, and stop taking all the ideas. Like shut all those doors and just do the thing you know you want to do. I was in this pivotal moment where I'm trying to figure out some things about my business.
Mm.
And as my last two coaching clients, no, I still got another coaching client, has exited, their time is done, and I'm ending the air, I'm thinking about all the things I know that I want to do that I might have put off. So I wanted to have a gift shop that is connected with Coach Caren so that other coaches can give us gifts so that you can gift it to yourself. And these are all the things I want to make. And I sat myself asking, could I do it? And how am I going to do it? And let me tell you guys, when I tell you stuff, I do what I say. I have a little alteration business for over 12 years. It's always bringing alteration, no matter what I'm doing. And so I sit with that money and I put it where it has to go. It pays taxes. It pays tithes out of it. I do a little bit of saving out of it. I have the material to buy back. I pay myself for the labor. All the things I would tell people, it's written and I have it. And so now I was able to take the business profit that I was saving and invest it in material so that this gift shop can become what I want it to be. See, I didn't have to go borrow money and get no money because I've been doing the things I tell people that I do. So in a couple of weeks, my gift shop is going to be open and there's a stream of things that I am hand making because that's the way I want to go. Who knows what I'm going to do later, but right now that's where it is. So when you plan it out and understand what you're going to do, you do it. I got 12 things that I want to sell, 12 to 20 things. Here is when the things are going to happen. This is where you do your plan. I'm going to make scrunchies. I'm testing it out. I'm testing out the idea. I'm going to make tote bags. I'm testing out the idea. I'm asking people if they like it. Do they want to model it? Somebody bought one before I get it. I wasn't ready yet to sell, but she's like, I don't care. I love the bag. I need the bag. It was sold. Because a lot of one-of-a-kind things. And so now I know the days that I'm going to sew, my coaching days remain, my bookkeeping days remain. This way, I'm able to manage myself well. Now, because I'm adding channels, YouTube channel, I am figuring out where they step in, where they're set up, how I get it done. This way, I am not feeling overworked. I don't get things done. My assistant knows what she's got to do. We're getting it rolling because it's planned out. And if I find that we're pushing too much in, I say, hold on, and I back up and see where things need to go. This is why planning is so good. You don't have to argue with it. The plan will tell you. The monies will tell you that, hey, how you feeling will tell you. And you understand now you're building systems around how this is run well. Every day I do this. I do this for so many hours. I'm a timer queen. Get the timer on. Figure out if something takes you 2 hours to make, the material costs, the labor costs, time to set it up and take photos if it's online, if it's in person. You need to know all that to know if it's a profitable item. So even though you might love making it, if it's not profitable, it's a business. We ain't making that item. It's going bye-bye, baby. It got to make, no matter how tiny a profit, if it's something you love, it got to make, even if you love it, it need to make a tiny bit of profit. That's important. So I want you to test and set up all this sort of thing. Very, very important.
I like that test to see if you're really achieving your goal. Is it really profitable? Or does it just give you joy to do it? Because joy can be a form of profit. Seriously.
Yes. And so for me, when it's the joy one, then I want to know if I'm making it for my mom, I'm making it for friends. That's the joy one. I know it may go in my shop, but if I can be profitable, I use it because I love joy. I agree, Terry, and I use it as gifts now. Who can I give this to enjoy? Because it's no more about making money for the biz. It's now gifts to enjoy. And I have always loved to gift handmade gifts. And my friends love showing me when I see them. If I see them in a while, Caren, I just want to know I still have because it has lasted. And so, again, probably brought up this idea. So last but not least, number 3, what is the maximum hats are you willing to wear? This part you need to know. And you don't have to know right away. And I'm going to, as we establish the different things, I'll bring that in. But you need to know how many hats you're willing to wear. So are you willing to be, and people say, well, you start not, you have to. No. You have to, but you need to know what you're willing to do. And here's why, quickly. You will be able to understand and work more diligent in where you're going to outsource. I don't admin, bookkeeping, And admin could be with bookkeeping, but I rather bookkeeping separately because over time, if you really want to grow, it's going to get busy. So admin, bookkeeping, actually production, design. Yes, even if it's not something you making, but you're getting it done. Designing takes time. Designing, production level, shipping and receiving, customer service. I want to write out all the hats and see where you shine the best. So you have the top tier, you got a middle ground, you got the bottom of the barrel. And just like with the toilet paper, when you figure out which hat you don't like a lot of, give them to Mary or Susan. Now, Mary or Susan might not be there yet, but you give it to them so that you know eventually Mary or Susan is going to do it. That's going to be your admin, your VA person, what have you. So everything that you're doing, you're built in that you can pay Mary and Susan when you're doing it. So if your person does the email and all the other paperwork and stuff, and you can pay her, I don't know, $5 an hour right now, because that's all you can. I want you to make the business pay her $5 or $10. That's it. Then when you can raise her salary, you do. So by the time you're actually ready to hire somebody, you got money to pay them. You're not scraping around. You know that you can, the business can pay them, not you. The business can pay them. You're understanding that the business can pay them. And so your business can run. Your business wouldn't starve anymore, wouldn't be this rut of no money. And that's what happens when you do everything and not being accountable to the things that needs payment. This is why small business, I can't afford to pay a bookkeeper. I'm going to do it myself. But you don't pay yourself when you do the bookkeeping. You don't. You don't pay yourself when you do the stuff because you don't think you can. So you're not charging enough. So we're back to what I talked about last week, where you need to get comfortable with money, charging well, talking to people, not having. A lady came to me the other day. She asked me how much to mend the pants. And I told her, she says, no, I'm going to give you. I said, this is not a debate. We're not debating the price. This is the price to hem the pants. And I just want you to know, if this wouldn't work for you, I understand. But I would not be hemming the pants. And it was that simple. We're not debating my price. This is not negotiating price. This is my price point. And so that's what you pay, because there's clients who come all the time and pay it, and it will be unfair for me to do that to you. Now, if I had a discount going, that's fine. I give it out, whatever, a card, that's fine. But at the moment, I told you the pants start at $18 and up. What you needed to be done was $18. If you need anything more, it's going to be 20 or 22.
Here's the thing, too, that people don't understand. It's when you are willing to pay for experience and for expertise, it always saves you money. For instance, you're not going to cut the pants to the point where if they need to let them down, there's no room in there.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? So now they got to go buy a whole new set of pants because they went with someone who made the hem this small, and now they have nothing to let down.
Nothing to let down. A lady told me that, and I think it's 6 years ago. I haven't seen her in years. And she says, Caren, remember me? I couldn't. And she said, I came back to you. She said, I do whenever. But she said, because 6 years ago, you did some alteration for me, and I still have the stuff that you did. I was just getting into my career. You hem some pants beautifully, put in some darts. She says, I still wear the pants. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, they were good pants. You encouraged me that they're good quality. And this is the hem that you would recommend. And this is the kind of dart you would recommend. And I up for the one that was more expensive, but I'm still enjoying my pants. I was like, what? That's the work she did. That was her uniform. I didn't know when she first came that she would be saying this to me. And I was like, well, thank you. And just as you were saying,
you build a reputation based on quality.
Yeah.
And people will pay more for quality and for expert work and knowledge.
Exactly. And you as the creator of the business, don't feel hurried up and anxious and upset. When you're paid little, it bothers you. I don't care who you are. And when I didn't understand that, I didn't know that that's why it was bothering me until I charge right. And then I'm like, oh, that's why I'd be upset and say, I'll do it later. It's because
Mm-hmm.
I'm not charging right. And that was something I had to learn over time. And it didn't matter. It didn't matter what it is I was selling. It's because
Mm-hmm.
if I wasn't charging right, then when the time, like when I used to do natural hair care, people see my braids and always would admire it. And I
Mm-hmm.
remember one lady said to me, Karen, I want you to do my hair. I said, no, you don't. And I said, this will cost you about $600. And I'm not arguing you because this is a lengthy process you're watching on, but this is my head. And I know to help braid tender scalp people. And so the people who would pay me has no problem for it. She goes,
Mm-hmm.
I will. But the reason I shut that door because at the point I wasn't taking clients. And so the right people pay and there is not a problem. The people who think that $600 is a lot of money want to argue. I don't want to argue. I want you to go to the $250, the $50 lady. She's mad, so those bread is not going to last you any while. But go ahead. You don't have to come to me. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not braiding here, but I mean, you know what I mean, right?
I know.
This stuff.
And this is what we're talking about.
Mhm,
Don't be afraid to price in
mhm.
the things you need to run your
Yes,
business into your
yes.
prices.
These are your prices. When people used to do their hair, they come, they get a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, a glass of water, juice. I always got some kind of baked goods to offer, conversation. My mom always used to say, this is my ministry because people leave here or would say, Karen, I leave your chair feeling so filled up and so pumped.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't calling myself a coach then, but so pumped that I could do anything. I had this one woman from Grenada and she would come and say, I live for my visits to you. I'm like, for what? She's like, are you kidding me? I told my boss, I'm going to see my hairdresser today. And my boss said, why are you so excited? She's like, we're going to be chatting up a storm. I live for my 6 weeks of braids.
There you go. There you go.
So
God is
you
good.
want to plan it out. You want to be good to your people. You want to set up how. That's why last week set up how you're gonna be. You're gonna live this better life so that when you open this company or revive the company or pivot from whatever you have, you plan it out well and you tweak as necessary. And then in
Mhm.
November, we're going to talk about full-fledged planning.
Wow. Oh my gosh, Coach. I always feel better when we talk. I, I do.
It's always such a great conversation, Terry. I love it.
But you have so much wisdom. It's just like, oh my gosh. Wow. I look forward to this time that we have together. I want to remind everybody that Coach Caren can be found. I'm going to share her Facebook page, and I believe did you? Yes, I have your YouTube channel. Let me
Yes.
see if I can pull that up. Let's see while we're talking. But guys, don't sleep on Coach Karen's expertise and I don't know what to say. Okay, so let me just share this YouTube channel and then so you guys can see that. Is that correct?
There we are. Yeah. Yeah, that's the YouTube channel. Yep.
She's a coach, she's a teacher, and she does product vlogs. I missed her blog about Thanksgiving, guys. I have to go back and check it out. Over on Facebook, she says she was cooking. So she also has a Facebook group. But I want you to support her YouTube channel. I want you to go over and subscribe. She has a community going on over there, and we are just excited to support her. So with that, I want to remind you that it's okay to make money in your business.
It is.
So don't forget to go to the front of your own line. My goodness.
Yes,
And
please.
part of that is following Coach Caren. That's part of going to the front of your line. Take time out, get some expertise and some direction from someone who's been there, done that, and has the answers. Wow. And is willing to stand in the gap and give you some support. In the meantime, we want to remind you that Biz Chicks has a new channel a new website and a new opportunity for you to learn about AI. And you can do that. You can go to our website, bizchicks.net. Also, we'd love for you to join our community. You can do that by texting biz to 33777. And we've got wonderful training over there. We've got some some new coaches over there if you're trying to write a book, things of that nature. Also, if you're looking for the replay, you can find it over there on our bizchicks.net website. Guys, we love you. Coach, we thank you for everything that you do. And remember, we're here to take the hassle out of your hustle and help you run a profitable business that's fun to run.
Yes.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you for tuning in today. We trust you've learned something to help you build a more profitable business and take the hassle out of your hustle. See you next time.